Yes, I guess I am live. All right. So I'm live on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and my Facebook, on YouTube. So, hi everyone, Ainsworth Edmond here. And today is day one of my 90-day journey of 90 Days to a Better Me, documenting, you know, my journey for the next 90 days. Some other things I will be sharing on, Facebook, on my YouTube channel, like you know, those goals that can be measured, such as my income, um, what I'm doing in terms of I'm an online marketer for someone who you might know. So I'll be measuring the growth in my online business because one of the goals that I have is to earn $1,000 per day. That is now my 90-day goal that I am working towards, $1,000 per day. Um, so I'll be tracking that. I also will be tracking um, my, I am doing some physical things for my health. So I'll be doing exercise every morning. So my goal is at the end of the 90 days, I'll be able to do 100 sit-ups, 100 press-up, 100 jumping jack, 100 mountain climber in one go. I've been tracking that. I'll be tracking that over the next 90 days. And my way of, doing something like that is, is starting small to go big. So today is day one. I just did 10 sit-ups, 10 press-up, 10 mountain climber, 10 jumping jacks. So those things that can be measured, I will be sharing with others. But above everything else, the reason for it, I cannot go 90 days to the better me without my spiritual life. Now that is something that you will not necessarily be able to track like how I'm able to track those, like your income, like the amount of exercise that I put in. I'll be able to track those. But for your spiritual growth, I have set, certain targets that I'll be, over the next 90 days, putting in the work in terms of being closer to God. Because you can't be thinking about a better you without having a better relationship with God. So that is my number one priority over the next 90 days is building that relationship with him. Now, what the reason for all of this, today is a very, special day. It's a very sad day for me. 1 year to the date, the 5th of September 2021, I lost my mother. And, this is for her. This journey, this next 90 days is really, when at her funeral, I said that I will not let her name, be forgotten. I will not let her name be forgotten. And it's something that I am determined not to let her name be forgotten. And one of the ways is by me becoming the best version of myself. When I was going to high school, I only passed one subject, and that was accounts. And I did that from fourth form. And the reason being is because when I was growing up, I said that I wanted to be an accountant. And the only reason I wanted to be an accountant was because, oh, sorry to hear, yeah, man. Thanks for the condolences. The reason why I wanted to be an accountant was only because I saw the grades that my mother got while she was going to high school. And I am her first child. So just after she left high school, she got pregnant with me, and she did not pursue any educational things like that afterwards. She had my other brother a year and something after. So she focused on giving her best to her children. And so I wanted to be an accountant to, repay her. So even though I got carried away in high school, I still passed only one subject, and was accounts, because I wanted to honor her. And so this, even though she's not here anymore, this is for her, to honor her, to be the best version of myself, to really, one of the things that I wanted to do in her lifetime was to retire her, that she never have to work another day in her life. I wasn't able to do that, but one of the things that I'm working towards now is that I want to leave a legacy, in terms of a foundation, that to honor her with, her name being on a school or some building, some back to school, something. And it takes funds to do that. So that is for that. So now what you will see from me over the next 90 days is that you will be seeing all the investment programs that I'm a part of. Tomorrow I'll be going into detail how the next 90 days will look like. What are the different goals? When I was thinking about this, a couple of days ago, it said life is all about seasons. You can extend or cut short your current season by what you're doing during your current season. Let me read that again. Life is about seasons. You can extend or cut short your season by what you're doing in your current season. All right. So now, when I started to think about it a little deeper, I remember that, we have 4 seasons: summer, winter, all right, and not in order. There's summer, autumn, winter, spring, right? So 4 seasons in the year. And when I did a look at different calculation, each one of them run about 3 months, which about 90 little bit days for each season. And so I said to myself, then over the next 90 days, which is a season in the physical realm, I'm going to put in work. I'm going to develop myself over those next 90 days and see what that brings. I'll be sharing with persons, as I said, on that journey tomorrow. You can start on the journey, you can choose your own 90-day period that you're going to put in some work to be the better version of yourself, right? So, as I said, tomorrow I'll be going into breaking down what are the spiritual goals that I've set for myself, my financial goals, my relationship goals, and then I will extract them as I go along. So yeah, I just wanted to come jump on a live tonight because one of the goals that I have, I want to produce 90 Facebook Live over the next 90 days. This one may not be the best, but then you will actually see the growth. How I started my first Facebook Live to what I'm at the end of the 90 days. And so it's not about being perfect. Someone says this, you don't have to be great to get started, or you have to get started to be great. So thank you again for jumping on. And I'm looking forward to speak to you all tomorrow.